What's up everyone and welcome back. This is Sora Synn Gaming here, playing the games that you might be curious about. Today we have a pretty amazing game in our hands. Are you tired of playing boring autoplay Diablo style games on your mobile device? Are you sick of Blizzard waiting for people to own phones so they can release Diablo Immortal? If you are tired of waiting and dying for a decent Diablo type game to satisfy your mobile craving, let me introduce you to Raziel Dungeon Arena, made by Indrasoft and was released for a soft closed beta today until September 11th. And yes, all of your data will be wiped, so don't worry about people getting an advantage over you. It's not going to be like that. Anyway, let's get on to the pros and cons. For the pros, the game has beautiful graphics in a dark and gritty world. It's very impressive to look at. The grass moves when you run through it. And when you kill people, when you kill monsters, they explode all around you. It's very immersive. It's a really exciting game to play, just on graphics alone. The armor has several upgradable skins. When you're changing your armor as you progress, you do get different variations of armor as you progress, which is nice to see. Like I've told you many times before, I always prefer games where you can actually visually see your progress with your armor. The game also has a very heavy story. There's a lot of cinematics and dialogue while you're playing the game. So if you do enjoy story, there is plenty of it here. And this one's a big one, ladies and gentlemen. There is no auto combat. Absolutely none. It's a very nice, refreshing feeling to have a game like this have no auto combat. And I hope more game developers do that in the future. The combat is fast, it's fast-paced, and it's fluid combat. It's really smooth, really fast-paced game. Like I said before, you know, when you're casting spells, monsters die and explode around you and fly off into the distance, and it's very cool to look at. A lot of flashy spell animations. Skills can be upgraded with stronger forms, so as you level up your older skills, you can replace them with upgradable versions, and if you don't really like those upgradable versions, you can downgrade back to the old version. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't mean that it's weaker, because if you level up the upgraded version, it's also leveling up your old version. So don't think that you're downgrading to a weaker version. It's just as good. It's just a different playstyle, so don't worry about that. Multiple skills upgrade as you progress. So yes, like I said, even though you have stronger forms, you have multiple variations of those stronger forms. You have 3 actually. So you have your original spell or skill, and then as you level up, you can unlock another one, and then another one, and another one as you get higher level, and then you can choose between those new 3 or keep your old original one if you like that one better. You can unlock the other heroes to buddy up with you, which I thought was a really nice feature, which means that when you're out on the field, you can swap between 2 heroes in combat while you're fighting, or while you're not fighting, but if you want to change things up. So I'm using the spellcaster, and then I also have the barbarian type hero, so you can swap between the 2 of them. Your partner hero also receives experience even if not currently summoned, which is nice. I wasn't sure at first, so I was trying to use him, and he was really weak because he was only level 1, and I was like, oh goodness, he's gonna die. And then I thought, well, I'll try and swap him to the other one and then see if he gets experience, and he did, so it was a nice way to keep him up with you. He doesn't get as much, like I think my main character is level 16 and he's level 14, so he doesn't get the same amount, but he gets enough to keep a little bit behind you, so it's good enough. And of course, this game has 60 frames per second on the maximum settings, so that's really nice to see. I definitely enjoy games with 60 FPS. I would like to see them go a bit higher than that though in the future. Lots of breakable items and chests to find for loot, so that gives you a reason to explore the maps. So even after you kill the boss and you completed your task, you should explore the map to try and find any hidden chests or breakables to find items or gold. You also get wings, as you all know, I love wings, so that's always a plus for me. And also another one is titles don't seem to have stats So that's also good. I don't really like games where they get stats on titles, so then the more you accumulate, the more stronger you get. In this, it's just purely cosmetic as far as I know. Now, moving on to the cons. There's only 3 classes to start with. I usually like to see at least 4. 4 is at least a nice balanced number to start with. 3 just doesn't seem right for me. You have the spellcaster, the ranged archer type, and then you have your barbarian class. So I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of new classes they bring in the future. Should be interesting to see. Now, I did mention wings before, but this one's a con because wings and costumes have minor stats. So that sucks, but on the positive, they don't seem to stack with how many costumes and wings you own. So it's only like 50% con. I also couldn't seem to find any way of how to team up with people to like start a mission with more than one person. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but there's no tutorial for it. So, I mean, I don't think they really need to do it, but I couldn't figure it out because there's a bunch of people in the in the home base area. So there must be a way to team up and go out in the world together. So because I mean, why else that would be such a great thing to do? So there's got to be a way. Anyway, I'll probably figure that out later. If you do know and you've been playing the beta, feel free to drop how to do it in the comments below. Now, I did notice this, that for each zone that you complete, there is a amount of times you can actually repeat it. I think it's 20 times you can repeat. So because there's actually achievements where you have to kill this so and so many monsters. So there will be a lot of repeat grinding of maps to unlock achievements. And this is where the lack of autoplay will be kind of annoying because you got to do it manually. I don't personally mind. I think it's fine. But I know a lot of certain types of people will complain about that. There's also a premium currency lottery spin, the wheel for items mechanic. I can see a lot of people losing money there, especially to get costumes and wings. In the beta, they give you a lot of diamond green gems to play around with, like 10,000. So I was just constantly doing the lottery, trying to get the legendary outfit chest. I never got it. I kept getting the wings over and over again, but I didn't get the chest. So I can see if you were spending money to get those gems to do that, I could see that being a very big money sink right there. And finally, the maps seem a bit small. They're very fast to complete. It's kind of disappointing when you are kind of pushed towards exploring a map to find those breakables and chests, and then you find out the map is really tiny. I understand because it's a mobile game, but the game is already pretty big. You'd think that maybe they'd expand the maps a bit, but it's so, I mean, alright, so what? But personally, I would have liked to have some bigger maps to explore. So yeah, overall, I think this game has some serious promise. It's exactly what I've been craving, and I haven't found a decent Diablo clone type of game to play on mobile devices until now. The closed beta is easy to access. All you gotta do is pre-register on the App Store and it will grant you access to the beta. Unless it's full already, you should have no problems. Unfortunately, no such luck for Apple users. The beta is only for Android, so sorry about that. I give this game a 4 out of 5. And I'm really looking forward to the finished product once it officially launches. I haven't been able to find an official launch date, but maybe they'll announce it after the beta ends. So anyway, that's my take on this game. I hope you'd give it a try. It's pretty cool. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you for watching. Remember to please like and subscribe to my channel, and to hit that bell icon to stay up to date with all my updates and so on, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you everyone again, and see you around. Bye bye.